Hey there, Cancer, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a mid-month for February 15th through the 29th, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Cancer, oh boy, if these reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to say thank you, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or 2 or 10. Yes, I have problems. Please don't judge me. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Okay, Cancer, main energy for this reading is the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Pentacles. Now, you're not an earth sign, but you are stubborn as hell. Like when you set your mind to something and you're like, I'm not budging, I'm not moving, your ego can really, really come into play and just dig in. And what that ends up creating is essentially a brick wall. There, you are an immovable force. There is nothing that can move you. You will not budge. You will not shift. That is what is happening for you in this reading. We'll see what it's about. It's it's giving very stubborn energy, but I don't know why. So we'll see. The main energies, obviously this reading is for all signs. Your person can be any signs. These are just the most prominent ones. We get Gemini, and that's it. Gemini. That's the main one that I'm seeing. And then in terms of numbers, 6. So if the number 6 means anything to you, this reading may be for you. In the recent past, you get the Five of Cups, the Lovers, and the Page of Cups. There is a very deep soul connection showing up here for you. The Lovers is not just you, me here in the 3D world, I like you, you like me. This is one of those really, really deep connections, like soul connections. And it's in your past because you're showing me a lot of woulda, shoulda, coulda. Why did it happen this way? This shouldn't have unfolded this way. Why did they say this? Why did I do that? Looking back at the past, there's a lot of regret. There's a lot of remorse, and hindsight is 2020 when it comes to this connection. Now you're showing me here, either you're expecting an apology or you feel like you need to apologize. I'll see once we clarify. But that's in your recent past. So in the current situation, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Your goal here is I still care about this person and I want to get back to this place of balance. You're not even showing me like reconciliation, love, friendship. Like you don't want to even put titles on it. You don't care. You just want to get back into flow with this person, equal give and take, see where they're at, see where you're at, kind of see where this connection is at. And that's the energy. That's the overall energy. Now, when it comes to actually doing something, you're not doing anything about that, at least not in the current situation, because you're still unsure. You're showing me I'm thinking about it, I'm evaluating, I'm assessing what I should do. But when it comes to actual action being taken, you haven't landed on I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And so that's why you're not doing anything. In the near future, you get the Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. You're showing me it's only a matter of time until me and this person have a new beginning. It's like you have this belief, this knowledge of we will start over. We will have a brand new beginning here. There's like no doubt in your mind as far as you're concerned because you still view this person as like your long-term person, as the person for you. And so essentially what you're doing here is you're like, okay, we're going to have a new beginning because obviously they're my person. This connection is long-term. It's just a matter of time. It's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's a question of when. And it seems like that when is entirely up to you, Cancer. Let's see. Let's start off with clarifying the Four of Pentacles, which is the main energy for this reading. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands, the World, and the Page of Cups. You get the Page of Cups again in the recent past. You're very, very conflicted here about what to do moving forward with this person. Is it over? Can I apologize and get them back? What is the best course of action here? You know what you want. Again, you want to get back into like good vibes with this person, but you don't quite know if that's even really possible. Now, you're not really saying that because again, you're Cancer. Anything you want, you achieve. Whatever you set your mind to, you can make happen. However, when it comes to this person, there could be other factors involved because you're showing me like, look, I know what I want. I just don't know, like, is it actually over or is an apology still an option? Like if I apologize, will we be able to fix this? And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Seven of Pentacles. You get the Seven of Pentacles again in the current situation. Let's take a look at the recent past. Start off with the Five of Cups in the recent past. Five of Cups is clarified by the Moon, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. You're looking back at the past with a lot of regret, okay? And this is you. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Cups. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're looking back at the past with a lot of regret, but you're also not taking accountability for your part in it. Because you're showing me like, look, I walked away. I'm the one that left this connection, but it made sense for me to do it at the time. It's all, but again, it made sense, but then you're also feeling very, very guilty, very like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I act that way? It shouldn't have ended it this way. So there is this energy of you recognizing like, hey, I messed up. I did something which maybe wasn't the best at the time, but your brain, or I'll call it your ego, is trying to like rationalize it and put like a spin on it in terms of like, no, Cancer, you have nothing to feel bad about. This is what you had to do. You had no other choice but to take this action. This is what made sense at the time. And even if it did make sense at the time, which is fine, right? You're still showing me some regret tied up to it, which means you don't feel like it was 100% what you could have done or how you should have handled it in the recent past. Let's look at the Lovers in the recent past. Lovers is clarified by the Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, Judgment. You know that this connection is a deep connection. You know this is a soul connection. And at some point, you're showing me the Ten of Cups. This connection made you very, very happy. Now, set all that aside, you in the present moment, like right in the recent past, you're still very attracted to this person. You look at them and you're like, wow, they're so radiant. They're so beautiful. They're so attractive. Like their energy just pulls you in. Whether or not you guys talk or communicating, that doesn't matter. And you do want to talk to them. You do want to reach out. You do want to open up that line of communication. Now, again, you're aware of all of this. You've made a conscious decision. You've recognized all this, but there is no action being taken yet. And I think it's because, again, we'll get to it. No thinking. We'll get to it. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups in the recent past. Page of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Strength, and the Star. You do feel like you need to apologize, right? Because again, you're showing me it takes two to tango, but you still had something to do with the separation, walking away, whatever. You feel the need to apologize. But then your ego is putting up a wall, right, made out of logic. No, you don't need to apologize, Cancer. No, it doesn't matter, right? It's been too long. It doesn't matter. Why would you need to apologize? You did what made sense at the time, yada, yada, yada. For some reason, you know this apology is like a crucial part of you and this person getting back into good energy. And for some other reason, your ego keeps putting up these walls of like, no, don't apologize. You don't need to apologize. It doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And all you're doing is making your desire a lot more difficult to manifest in the recent past here. Because you have this feeling, you have this desire, and then your ego keeps like punching you in the face and being like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Let's look at the current situation. I want to see what the Seven of Pentacles is all about in the current situation. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. You get the Ten of Pentacles again in the near future. You're trying to evaluate and assess two things here in the current situation. One, is this person actually the person that I can see myself in a long-term connection with? You think they are, you feel they are, but it's almost like you're trying to like checks and balances yourself. You want to make sure that what you think is actually true, right? Do they check all my boxes? Do they actually fit what I'm looking for when it comes to a long-term partner? Are they actually like emotionally fulfilling for me? Like, you know, whatever criteria it is that you have for like long-term relationship, you want to make sure that this person checks it, okay? The other thing that you're trying to figure out in the current situation is whether or not you can actually set things right with this person. Yes, I have this desire. Yes, I want to fix things, but you know, practically here in the 3D world, can I make it happen? You're thinking about it. You're trying to figure it out. Let's look at the Two of Swords in the current situation. Two of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords again, and the King of Cups. This is you. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're not sure what the best course of action for you is now. Because again, remember, you're thinking about these things and then you're trying to figure out like, okay, let's say I do want to fix this. How do I go about it? But if I do go about it and then they reject me, what am I going to do? So maybe I should just ignore it. Maybe I shouldn't even talk to them, but maybe I should reach out. Maybe instead of apologizing, I'll send you're literally just thinking yourself into a tizzy, trying to think like, okay, what's the best thing for me to do? Instead of thinking about the best thing to do, Cancer, how about you just do something? Anything, right? there's a saying, I don't remember who said it, but it's like done is better than perfect. Just do something. But again, you get the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Your ego is not going to let you do that. At least not in the current situation. Your ego is still too much in the way to allow the feelings or the desires to actually take the lead. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles in the current situation. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles. You're showing me that you do really want to get back to this place of being good with this person. And again, you're not even putting a title on it. You're not showing me reconciliation, friendship, hookup. You're not showing me any of that. You're like, I just want us to be good again. I want the flow to be there. You're moving slowly in that direction, okay? Because this person does mean a lot to you. And now I understand why you're not taking action. It's partly ego, but it's also partly like, I don't want to mess this up. Like this person, it's the energy you're giving me is like, I got one shot. And if I mess it up, like it's done. And so there is a lot of weight that you're putting on yourself with regards to taking this action, you know, what to do with this person, how to reach out to them, how to communicate, etc. So I can see that. Again, in the current situation, excuse me, I don't know why I'm clearing my throat so much. Do you have a problem communicating, Cancer? In the current situation, I don't see you taking any action yet. Yet being the key word here. Let's take a look at the near future, see what the Three of Wands is all about. Three of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Wow, two aces. Why can't I talk? What is going on with you, Cancer? You're crystal clear that you want a new beginning. And you want a new beginning in love with this person. Now, the amount of time, remember how I said you're not taking any action in the current situation? The amount of time that it's going to take you to get to the point of taking action is not as long as you think. You're showing me it's going to take me months and months and months. I'm so indecisive. I can't figure out what to do. Do I do this? Do I do that? It's not going to take you as long as you think it will. And you'll recognize that in the near future. Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles. Look, you've got Cups, Swords, Pentacles. All you're missing is the Ace of Wands, and you have all four aces on the table. Aces are all about beautiful, beautiful, brand new beginnings. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. You're a little overwhelmed here in terms of how do I build this moving forward. Now, again, I know this person means a lot to you, and because you're assigning so much meaning and so much weight to this, you're really putting yourself in a much more confused and overwhelmed state. Again, done is better than perfect. You're sitting here thinking. Do I do this? Do I say that? What if I send this emoji? What if I send that emoji? You know, maybe instead of an emoji, I'll send flowers, but what's their address? What if they're with it? Just do something. You're so focused on the thinking and the making it perfect, right? It has to be perfect, that you're not doing anything. It's like analysis paralysis. You're just thinking. And instead of thinking, you're not like, you're sitting there in a corner thinking about all the possibilities instead of actually taking action. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles in the near future. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you get the Lovers, which you got in the recent past. You know, deep down, okay, you know that this person is like the person for you when it comes to long-term stability, consistency, grounded connection, right? What you're doing, though, as a means of procrastinating, as a reason to give yourself an excuse to not take action, is you keep questioning it. You keep doubting it. You're like, well, you know, I thought they were the perfect person, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're too emotional. Maybe they don't, I don't know, look the way I want them to now. Maybe they have blonde hair instead of brown hair, right? You know what you feel towards this person. You know what this connection is. But in order for you to have like a logical, rational excuse as to why you're not taking action, why you're not doing anything, you keep thinking and questioning everything. And that's kind of like your way to get out of taking action for yourself, where it's like you don't feel like, oh, I'm just not taking action because I'm scared or whatever. It's, I have a reason. I have a good reason. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading, Cancer. From the universe, you get the Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Strength. you want to heal things with this person. You really want to dive deep, heal things and fix things following this ending between you and them. And there was an ending. There was a break. There was a separation. But it's very, very difficult for you because this is a desire that you have. Ego is on top of this. Your ego is really running the show in the current situation. And again, I say ego, and a lot of times people hear ego and they're like, oh, that's such a bad word. I don't have an ego. Everybody has an ego, okay? Your ego, what it's doing now is trying to protect you from possible rejection and giving you a rational excuse as to why you're not doing anything. When you know exactly what you want to do, you want to heal things, you want to fix things following an ending with this person. So Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.